Hello everybody, welcome on in. I am Orion. We are back with some more Spell Brigade, and they just put out a pretty big update for this game. It has been a long time. It's been like 2 months, maybe over 2 months since the last update. But this one's pretty big because one, they didn't add any new spells or wizards, but they did add a whole new map. A bunch of new enemies and a couple new features. You know, you can now change how your spells, how much clutter, how much visual effects they have on the screen, so you can fix that. And then they added part of this sort of new covenant thing where, you know how we had the solitary focus where everybody runs one spell. Well, now each person on your team can individually choose whether they want that or not. So just because I have it selected doesn't mean everybody else has to have it selected. So I can run one spell and then these guys can run 4 spells if they wanted to. This is going to be a short and sweet run though, because we are only going to do one wave, and we do have to do it on the easy difficulty because unfortunately we have to unlock the extra difficulties. And I unfortunately did not have time to do all that because one, I had to jump in and unlock the map too. So to unlock the map, all you have to do is survive for 12 minutes on the fire map. So pretty easy, but then you have to unlock all the difficulties too. And again, I just didn't necessarily have time for all that. So this is the new map. It's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a void map, huh? So let's do spell damage. We're not going to do anything fancy this run. This is mainly like, hey, let's check out the map and see if we can find some of the cool new enemies and things like that. But we'll jump in the next video we do. I'll work on getting to the hardcore difficulty, and then we'll go from there. Then we'll start to, ooh, this is the new enemy right here. This guy is cool. No new bosses. It's mainly just the enemies. This guy has a lot of HP. How much HP does this guy have? Holy cow. And then yeah, there's the river, and then there's also these things right here, which is a teleporter. So this will teleport you somewhere else on the map. Pretty fun. I like this map though. This is a good idea. This is a cool new map, and I like the way it looks a lot too. Okay, we'll go spell damage. Oh, this river it's very, like, you go in it fast. So you can't really, like, oh, I guess you kind of can. I was gonna say, it's kind of hard to run across it, but I guess it's not too bad. But if you try to run at an angle, you're definitely gonna get sucked in for a little bit. You know, if I could just, is it gonna take me along? Oh, I love this. This will be fun. For those moments when we're just super ultra powerful, we can just kind of just sit in the lazy river here. Does it go all, oh, it doesn't, bummer. I was hoping it would go all the way. It was connected. Oh, that's a bummer. It's not connected. That would have been, that's a missed opportunity for a lazy river right there. Maybe someday they'll change it. That would have been cool if it was all connected though. So where's the other part of this river? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Wait, did that guy shoot that? No, it just, because I saw the purple drop on this guy. Okay, so this is the new enemy. So these guys, can we not even kill these guys? No, you can attack them. Okay, you can kill these guys. Because they did explode after a certain amount of bounces. At least that's what it looked like. It looked like they popped automatically. Now, I wonder if all these new enemies are exclusive to this map. It kind of looks like they would be, huh? It looks like they would be, because they're very voidish, you know, whatever this map's theme is. They did add a new quest into the game, where you have to light up these towers in order, which is, I guess, kind of interesting. Oh, that's not much of a portal. I wonder if they're random. Yeah, so they're one-time use potion or portals. So once you use the portal, it's done. This is a nice map, though. I definitely enjoy the visuals of this map. All right, let's go cast speed. Oh wait, I forgot we're doing a quest. Okay. Focus on the quest. The next update too is coming relatively quick. The next update is only going to be 28 days away, so you know, a little less than a month. No idea what's going to be in that one. I would imagine sort of probably back to their maybe a new spell, maybe a new wizard kind of deal. I really have no idea. They just put this one out. They haven't shown off anything yet for the new one. But I'm okay with this update. I mean, a new map is, I would consider a pretty big update. Okay, let's go lightning. So you can see 14 times in Coalfire. Oh, and we're joined by 14 times in Coalfire today, so thank you for playing. We were gonna have an additional person play, Immortal Bunny, but they had issues connecting into our game, and it seems like there was maybe some issues with this update. This is almost my first time playing it though, so I haven't had a chance to really see what was going on. Oh, did that guy, man, that guy has some pretty good aim. This is gonna be good. I love how we're just gonna all sit in the lazy river sometimes. Oh, here's another new enemies. Man, I hope, okay, if this is the thing, because I played the fire map and I did not see any of these enemies on the fire map, so they must be kind of exclusive to this, which each level does kind of have its own exclusive enemies. This one just seems to have a little bit more of it, huh? Because what do these guys do? Oh, okay, so they do like a poison cloud afterwards. This is gonna be a tough map to have if you're very slow. I feel like this is gonna be a tough map for offense, defense, especially with all these guys, because you don't have a lot of time to react out of this, and if you have really bad movement speed, you're gonna get hit a lot by these guys. That's for sure. Offense, defense is gonna be a little tough on this map. Okay, let's just do cast speed. Again, not super concerned with our build here. This is easy difficulty. We're only doing one wave, just enough to show off the new map, the new enemies, and I'm all for it. I think these new enemies are nice because they have a lot of area attacks, and then we have a new projectile enemy. We have an enemy that leaves a lingering poison cloud. And then we have our just regular standard bugs. I hope we get to see the new quest too. The new quest, I wonder, it'll be interesting with when you have multiple people playing it, because it's I guess you're just gonna have to somewhat coordinate it, but it's not really that hard. But it also depends how many more towers there's gonna be when there's a few of us. I did do it solo, the new quest, so again, you have to light up these towers in order. So when I did it, I think there was only 5 towers. There may or may not be more towers if there's 3 or 4 of us. Easy peasy. But hopefully we see the new one this run. Okay, I'm just gonna do the additional target. Okay, so we can all go through it too before it disappears. Let's do the base movement speed. then oh, there's like a, so okay, trying to get a feel for the map here. There's a, is this a huge, oh, here's the, is this just the edge of the map? This map feels to be a much different shape too. All right, let's re-roll this. We'll do, I almost don't want to do offense defense here. All right, let's do, I don't, ugh, none of these are appealing. Good thing this isn't a real run. All right, let's do the spell damage. I'm gonna be very low on health. Oh, you can't run through the river. You can't run upstream very well. Okay, so this is the edge of the map then, yeah. I can't actually go over there. Or can we? No, okay. Yeah, this is, I like this map. This map feels a lot different than the other ones. I'm probably gonna do that max health just because I have no way to heal myself right now. This portal could be dangerous. I wonder if, you know, if you take a portal trying to escape enemies, it may just lead you into a group of enemies. It very well could, you know. If, say, Coalfire is running, say Coalfire was down where that other portal was, and then he had like a large swarm chasing after him, and then I happened to portal in right as the enemies are running through it. That wouldn't be good. Those portals feel like they would be pretty risky. Maybe only use in extreme dire circumstances. We got some healing over here. Whee! Then we got a little narrow passageway here. That'll be trouble. Let's just go spell damage. See it, man, it's like it knows exactly where to fire that first shot. Okay, we'll go plasma. Plasma birds for now. I like this though. I like the new, I like how some people can run one spell, some people can run four. I still really hope though that they let us choose how many spells we want next. So this is kind of a cool start to like letting people be able to customize a little bit more what they want to do. But I want to see 1, 2, and 3 spell options now. So, because that's the dream. That's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things I want in this game right now is to be able to do 2 spell runs where we only pick 2 spells. You know, I don't want 4 spells in the area and we just level up 2 of them. I literally want to be able to just pick 2 spells. I want to be able to do a solar pulse and broadsword build. That's like the biggest thing I want to do right now, but I only want to do those 2 spells. So I hope that's coming at some point. Because then that'll just give us so many more thematic build themes we could do. I guess I shouldn't even, I don't even need to concern myself too much with this. This is a we're showing off the map kind of run. Okay, complete the sacrifice. So unfortunately we didn't get the other quest yet, and there's only 1 more left. don't think so. Again, they let you change the, you know, the translucent level of the spells. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever really use that because, one, I like when the game looks really cool and you have all your cool spells going off and things like that. You know, I like that. The only time I think I'll ever really use it is if we're maybe running a build where the game slows down because of it. But other than that, I don't think I'll really ever utilize that. I think we'll kind of just keep it how it is. Because it's also very visual, you know? People like the visual effects when, like, at least when you're watching. When you're playing, it's a little different, but when you're watching, I would imagine most people want to be able to see the majority of what our spells are doing. I'm just gonna reroll. We'll do the base damage. So, nice little feature. There were a bunch of nerfs and buffs. Not necessarily to any of the spells, but to a lot of the artifacts. Nothing that I saw that was really game-changing. I know they nerfed Vital Strike a little bit, but I don't think that's going to affect that at all. It went from like 0.4% to 0.3%. I don't think that's really going to change anything because at 0.4 it was super overpowered, and at 0.3 it's probably just really overpowered. Either way, I still think it's going to be incredibly strong. And then they buffed, I can't remember what else they necessarily buffed. I just remembered Vital Strike being one of the ones that caught my eye for a nerf. But there was quite a few. I want to say almost every artifact received a minor adjustment, very minor. But yeah, I'm pretty sure no spells got adjusted. I think it was just the artifacts. So really the big thing to focus on for this update is this new map. New map, some new enemies, pretty cool. I'm all for it. I definitely want another map because sometimes, you know, after you play the game for so long, you just want to see something new. And some of the other maps, the ice map, you know, I'm not really a fan of the ice map, so we don't really play that one too often. This map seems to be pretty cool, and I think we'll probably play this one a lot. Because I'm really liking this map. I like what this map has to offer. I like the river. I like the portals. And I do like the new enemies. So good job, dev team. I think this map does a really good job of kind of fitting into the world of the game too. And it's you know, it's a little bit more, I don't know if original is the right word, I guess, probably, because, you know, you have your standard garden map as your first map, and then you have an ice map and a fire map. But now we kind of get a little bit more where they get to put their, like, creative chops to work a little bit more with creating, like, this void rift. This feels like final stage kind of vibes. I wonder how many maps they're gonna plan on putting into this game. Because I think they kind of mentioned 1.0 is coming like soonish. You know, their update said, you know, okay, so the next one's coming out in 28 days, and we'll be working towards our 1.0 release. So I'm not, that makes me think like 1.0 maybe could be by the end of the year. That's me just like purely guessing. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I guess it's fine. I thought this relic down here was the quest, but I'm gonna come get this relic anyways. So unfortunately we did not see the new quest. I'm sure we'll see it when we do a proper three wave run on the harder difficulties. We'll probably see it. Okay, so there's the relic. I'm gonna re-roll this. See, this one might have got buffed too. I think this did get buffed because I think it was 10 damage per teammates before. 20 per teammate sounds a lot. That's kind of good. If you have 3 teammates, you're gonna get a 60% damage buff. It would be nice though if you count it as a teammate and you automatically got a 20% buff. You know, so you just automatically get 20% damage, and then for every other teammate near you, you get an additional 20. That might be better. Let's do... I guess I could do the healing. Wonder how much damage this does. Kind of about 24 damage. Now the poison, I wasn't paying attention. Did the poison hurt the other enemies? Probably not. Because, you know, the exploders hurt the enemies, but I didn't check to see, I didn't really pay attention to see if the poison did. Yeah, these are totally random, huh? That's cool. And they can sometimes they'll take you far away, sometimes they won't. These rivers are definitely going to be dangerous if you need to. You're going to have to, I don't know, you're going to have to sometimes work on the angle, how you're entering the river, depending on how many enemies there are near you. Kind of like how you have to do with the ice. Like, you either run straight through it, you have to run, like, if, like right here, it's like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to get out now. So now I got to run all the way through the river. Yeah, this will be fun on the harder difficulties. Once we start getting more enemy spawns, I think it'll be cool to see. Cool to see how this plays out. So right there, yeah. Cool. I like it. This will be a challenging map. And then I'm pretty positive the new enemies aren't going to show up on the other maps. But now I'm thinking, I wonder if the other maps got new enemies. I don't think they did. I think only the new enemies are in this map. Because I did play the fire map, like I said. I played the fire map just to do... Because you have to survive 12 minutes on the fire map, any difficulty. So just go run at the easiest difficulty, play 12 minutes, and... you'll unlock the new map, but I don't recall seeing any new enemies in that. So I do think all the new enemies are just for this map. I'm glad the next update is soonish too. I don't, it's hard. 68 days or however long it was between the last update, that was a really long time. That was a long time because this game's been pushing them out, you know, pretty much once a month. Whether it's, most of the time it's a new mage and a new spell, but you know, every once in a while they'll drop some new artifacts or some new enemies here and there. They've been adding new enemies to the map. They added a new boss not too long ago. So they've been adding some decent variety to their updates here. But yeah, 68 days. It was a well-deserved vacation, so I know they were taking time off to do vacation, and I think they were doing, you know, some game fest or something, Gamescom maybe. But I'm happy to see that the next update is officially only 28 days away, so we don't have to wait that long. And then we'll start to see some teasers in their Discord about what it is. Whether it's, I think we'll know relatively soon if we're gonna see a new spell or new wizard. Because they, if you're not in their Discord, jump in their Discord. They always, you know, a couple times a week, they're probably teasing what the update's going to be. So you usually kind of have a pretty good idea ahead of time as long as you just follow that Discord and see what's going on. But yeah, I would bet probably by next week we can see one or two things that they're going to be doing for the next update. All right, this was a nice easy run. I was gonna let him get the kill on me. I don't know if we're even gonna be able to die here. I'll probably just quit out of this one because this is easy difficulty here. All right, so I'm just gonna quit out of this game. Usually we die, but you know, this wasn't a proper run. All right, so we unlock the next difficulty. I don't know exactly how you unlock them. Maybe probably just survive 12 minutes again on the difficulty settings. But yeah, that's it. That was a short and sweet run. Just show off the new map. Thank you 14 times. Thank you, Coalfire. We don't really need to go over the stats here. I do think the one spell runs are gonna be the best still. You know, it'll be that'll be an interesting thing to do. Is we'll have one person try to run the four, what we consider like the four most OP spells in the game, and then one person can run one of the most OP spells in the game, and we'll see what happens. So like the birds are one of the most OP, so like one person runs birds, and then like Coalfire over here would run birds, Rune Burst, Falling Stars, I don't know, you know, just four really, really strong spells. And then it'd be interesting to kind of compare the damage. Yeah, but that'll be cool. So that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.